What's up, gang? Ige, Kopylov, Umar, and Nascimento all got the bonuses, $50,000, and then the other two guys that had finishes too, I'll end up taking care of them. They ain't getting 50,000, but they'll do all right. I guess first question's got to be about the heavyweight fight, so I guess I'll jump right into that. Yes, T-Mobile blew the fight. That wasn't supposed to go up, but it did. This is for the official heavyweight title. You know, we've been working on a new agreement with Francis for like 2 years now. And we had gotten to a point where, you know, he was going to fight Jon Jones. And many who believe, including me, that he's the best of all time, you know, for the heavyweight championship. And Jon Jones has been willing and ready and able to fight anybody. He didn't care who it was. Could have been anybody in the heavyweight division. He was ready to go. And Francis, we offered Francis a deal that would have made him the highest paid heavyweight in the history of the company. More than Lesnar, more than anybody. And he turned the deal down. So, you know, I don't know, you know, we get to this point where I've told you guys this before. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You know, I think Francis is in a place right now where he doesn't want to take a lot of risk. Feels like he's in a good position where he could fight lesser opponents and make more money. So we're gonna let him do that. We're gonna release him from his contract. We're gonna give up our right to match, and he can go wherever he wants and do whatever he wants. Yeah, that's where we're at.
When was that decision made, Dana? I mean, how long have you known that this was going to be the case, that Francis was gone?
Well, we've been negotiating with him for 2 years, you know, and there were a lot of different, you know, even now. I mean, the guy was just weighing over 300 pounds, just had knee surgery, hasn't really had a real training camp. And I think that probably has a lot to do with it as far as Francis is concerned, too. You know, he doesn't know what's going to happen with his knee, how his knee, you know, he's not getting younger. So, you know, I don't even think he would have been ready for March. So, you know, we can't continue to hold up the division and not come to an agreement with this guy. We did everything we could to try to make this fight happen and try to give him the fight, but, you know, he's got it in his head that there's bigger opportunities outside the UFC with, you know, lesser opponents.
Did this just come down to a dollar figure? I mean, or was it like other things, like I want a bigger portion of pay-per-view?
No, I think that you're going to fight arguably the greatest fighter of all time. You'd be the highest paid heavyweight ever in UFC history. Or you think there's more money out there to fight somebody who isn't the greatest of all time, somebody who is a lesser opponent. I mean, you'll have to ask Francis that question, but in my opinion, that's what it is. Which isn't the first time that's happened here. It's not like this is something that's never happened before. There's been other guys that have come to us and said, you know, I don't want to compete at this level anymore.
Did you get the feeling that he was negotiating in good faith, or just really didn't want to be here at all?
I don't know. No, I mean, I doubt he'd just hang out for 2 years and continue to negotiate. And you know, I don't know. I don't think he thought the Jon Jones fight would really happen. That's what I think. I think he didn't think that would really come to fruition, but it did. Jon Jones was literally ready to fight anybody. He didn't care who it was. And we could have done a fight with Jon back in, you know, October, November, December, and we kept, you know, we kept trying to get this deal done with Francis, and then finally it just, you know, we got to the realization that it wasn't going to happen.
So last thing for me on that, so just to be clear, 100% free and clear, he could sign a contract with anybody in the world tomorrow, no matching, no counter, no nothing, he's just gone.
100%, and this is, you know, this is for the official heavyweight title.
I was just going to ask you about that. I mean, not the fight we were expecting, but I think when people saw it, people did get pretty excited. What's your thoughts on, you know, Jones versus Gane?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have, you know, if you look at the fight with Francis and Ciryl, it was a damn close fight. So there's no doubt that those two guys are the best heavyweights in the world. And for Jon to come out and face either one of them is exciting. It's fun.
Did want to ask you about Sean Strickland tonight, obviously coming in kind of saving the main event on short notice. What did you think of his performance? I mean, he's kind of an interesting character.
He's a bad boy. Coming in and taking a fight on a week's notice is impressive. Yeah, it's awesome. You look great.
Last thing for me, I guess I just want to ask kind of where you stand, the continued fallout of everything that's happened. Are you, I'm sure you've seen the reaction or what everybody's saying. I mean, are you...
About what?
About the New Year's Eve incident. Have you moved past it at this point? Do you feel like you're going to have to keep addressing this every time you're up here at the dais, or do you feel like...
I'll probably be addressing it for the rest of my life, you know. I mean, I just talked about it, 2 days ago? Yeah.
Dana White over here.
Yep.
David Potter, good seeing you again. So what was your overall assessment of the entire evening? Is there any fighters that stood out to you at this fight night?
The Kopylov-Puna fight was awesome. Awesome fight. I think Puna is so tough and durable and has a ton of heart, and Kopylov looked incredible tonight. I mean, you guys were out there. Every fucking jab that he landed was nasty. That inside leg kick to the calf was nasty. And then once he's got unbelievable killer instinct. Once he smelled blood in the water with that body shot, he just kept attacking the body until he finished the fight. Yeah. Incredible performance.
And the John Jones fight versus Gane is actually fairly interesting. I mean, they bring up a fair amount of problems to each other. What's your personal assessment on that fight? Yeah,
I agree. Both incredibly talented guys. Ciryl Gane is a heavyweight that moves like a middleweight. He's got a really well-rounded game, and John Jones is the best to ever do it, in my opinion. So you couldn't ask for a better fight.
Congratulations on another great evening.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dana, going on the John Jones is the best ever, in your opinion, do you think if he comes back after 3 years away and wins a title in another division, there's no denying to anyone that he's probably the greatest?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in ring rust. Ali took 3 years off and didn't look the same when he came back. We'll see what happens with John. One of the things that John has put the weight on naturally, though. He didn't do it overnight. It's taken a long time, and he's ready to roll. He's excited to fight, so we'll see what happens.
With the T-Mobile thing, how does that happen? Like, how did they put that up early? Who made the mistake there?
Well, you got to blame, my team internally too, and T-Mobile. I don't know what was said. I was very, very pissed off a few hours ago, and I'm over it now.
I was going to say, do you still get pissed off about that stuff, or does it just like...
Yeah, no, I still get pissed, yeah. I was very pissed off.
I'm just curious, what's happening with Stipe Miocic? There was always this talk of him versus John, and obviously John's fighting Ciryl. Where's Stipe? Is he retired?
Yeah, Stipe's still obviously very much in the mix, and but he's going through some stuff right now that he's dealing with. The timing just didn't work for him.
You mentioned Francis wants to go fight lower opponents. Are you expecting him to sign with another MMA organization, or do you think he might try and go box?
Who? Francis? I have no clue. Listen, whatever he decides to do, it's been fun while he's been here, and I wish him the best. It's all good.
I know you guys always think you can get these deals across the line, but were you particularly surprised that Francis just didn't seem to want to stick around? Were you surprised as you were negotiating with him, like, man, this guy just doesn't seem to want to be here?
I don't know. It happens. He's the second guy that we couldn't come to a deal with. You know what I mean? Now it's him and Fedor. So, we did everything we could to get him to take the deal. I think Hunter went to 350 dinners with him. Did what we could do, and it just didn't work out.
Everyone always talks about the Fedor offer on this mystery island or whatever. Who would have got the better deal, Francis or Fedor?
Did what?
Who would have got the better deal from you, Fedor or Francis?
That's funny. That's a good question. Yeah, it would probably have to be Francis. I mean, the deal that was being offered to Francis would have made him the highest paid guy in heavyweight history. And when you think about Brock Lesnar, guy did 1 million buys every time he fought. So... big number, big money.
Right here.
Yeah.
Where would you rank the Francis John fight that didn't happen? Where would you rank that in fights that we never got to see in the UFC, up there with like the Habib Tonys and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been fun to see Fedor versus Brock at the time that we tried to make it. This is a fun fight too. But so was Ciryl Gane. So it wasn't like we were like, we wanted to make the Fedor Brock fight, but we ended up making this fight that was just, The fight that we have now is incredible.
Dana, what was it that Francis wanted above and beyond? I mean, you offered him more than any other fighter would.
Yeah, well, like I said, what I think he wanted is I think that he's, this guy's worked hard, and he feels like he's in a position right now to fight lesser competition for more money. I think he doesn't want to take the risk. You're going in against John Jones, the best of all time. And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. He can do that. Just not what we do here. It's not what we do here. The best fight the best here. There's plenty of places where you can go do that, and that's where he'll end up. He'll end up somewhere where somebody will, throw some money at him, and he's going to fight fights that he thinks he can win.
Would he have taken that deal if he didn't have to fight John Jones? Was he picking?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Was it a requirement for John Jones to fight for the title for his debut at heavyweight?
No, this is what John wanted. John's been talking about this forever. So this wasn't our thing. This was a John thing.
I mean, but Jones would have came in even at heavyweight.
No, John was willing to fight anybody. He was willing to fight anybody. So you're asking me, would he only fight heavyweight for the title? No. He was willing to fight anybody. He didn't care. He literally didn't care who it was on the roster, and not for the title. He was willing to fight anybody.
And then it seemed like we thought that John was going to come back in December and fight Ngannou. Did John Jones agree to fight Ngannou at that time when everybody thought that was?
Oh, 100%. John Jones wanted to fight Ngannou. You guys are going to have plenty of opportunity to talk to John, and John's very confident that he would have ripped through Francis Ngannou. That's how he feels. That was a easy fight for him.
Have you had a peek at how John looks at that weight, at the heavyweight?
No, I haven't seen him. No. Just his face in interviews.
One more right here.
Yeah.
Is there any update on the co-main event to that fight card? Because Aljamain and Henry Cejudo seem to be doing matchmaking for each other, and then Aljamain said his bicep is hurt, and now Henry.
The co-main event for this fight?
No, for the pay-per-view in March under John and Ciryl.
Yeah, no, not right now. I don't. I told you guys where you heard Leon Edwards and Usman is finalized, and then Gaethje and Fiziev are the co-main event for that fight.
So Leon
in London.
Leon and Kamaru is finalized for that one?
Yes, done. All those fights are done. All four of those fights are done. I mean, both of those fights are done.
Dana?
Yeah.
Back here. Before John had took his time off, he was kind of looking for a new contract as well, and he was kind of going back and forth. Did he get a new contract, or is he under the same contract?
Jones signed a new 8-fight deal.
And then with Francis,
Good question. I forgot to tell you that.
he really wanted to box. Was that offered in his contract?
Who did?
Francis Ngannou wanted to box.
No, nobody's getting boxing in their contracts here. No.
And then, are you guys going to New York in April?
Probably.
And then finally, Umar Nurmagomedov looked very good tonight.
Very
I
good.
mean, with his knockout, is it just a matter of time before you guys put a rocket ship to his back and kind of have him fight top 5?
He actually wanted to come back and talk to me tonight after the fight. We talked, and he's like, I'm ready. He's going home for a week, and then he's coming back here, and he said he's ready for anything. Anything that we bring to him, he's ready. He's ready for anything. So I love that attitude, and, I'm excited about that kid.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Dana.
Hey.
Do you think he's ready for March 4th? He wants to fight on that card here in Vegas.
Who does?
Umar.
Yeah? Does he?
Yeah.
You're saying he does want to fight on that card?
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, well, he's coming right back a week after, he's leaving for a week and coming back. So, and he told us he's ready for anything. Yeah.
Is there room for him
We'll probably turn him around quick. When guys want to turn around quick, I love that. It's just about finding the right opponent. There's a lot of fights that are already happening in that division, but you have to think too that some will probably fall out because it happens. So I don't know. You know what I always say. I don't make fights after the fight, but Tuesday we'll start looking at it.
If the UFC was prepared to make Ngannou the highest paid heavyweight in history to fight John Jones, was a similar offer made to Ciryl Gane?
Did the offer get made to Cyryl's under contract?
Yeah, but has he got a similar offer to fight John Jones?
Has he got what?
A similar offer to fight John Jones?
No, he has a deal. Ciryl Gane has a deal. Francis Ngannou did not.
Okay. And I love the fight. I think it's a great headline for Vegas. But you said, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, with regard to John Jones, that Las Vegas isn't good for him and because of like previous misdemeanors. Do you think it will be good for him on March the 4th?
Oh, yeah. And what do I think about it? I still think the same thing. Yeah, I agree that it's not good.
Hey, Dana, to your right over
Yeah.
here. I guess looking back on the whole Francis situation, do you have any regret, or do you feel like this was kind of always how it was going to end, regardless of any kind of?
No, I didn't think this is how it was going to end. I thought we'd eventually come to a deal with him, but we didn't. You know, I don't have any regrets. Hunter might, but I don't.
This week is slap. I guess how are you feeling 4 days out? Obviously, the circumstances have changed a little bit with the incident that happened. How are you feeling about the launch of this thing that you said that you've been planning for years?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good. I mean, I haven't really thought of it. We'll really start hitting it hard tomorrow. But yeah, I feel good. I think that it's insanely entertaining, and I think people are going to like it.
Has your involvement or your presence within the show itself, has that changed at all after what happened?
No, everything's the same.
Everything's the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
We pushed it back a week because I was supposed to come back and do like this whole media tour, which obviously wasn't going to happen when I got back. So
That was the reason for the delay of the media tour.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it ever in jeopardy, or how close was it in jeopardy to not airing?
What do you mean?
Just not airing completely, like the TBS just didn't want to put it on anymore. Was that ever a possibility?
No.
No. Okay. And then since you spoke on Wednesday, you said, don't defend me and I deserve anything that people say. I think the narrative now has changed over the last few days that Dana White has apologized now. But the main criticism is that he didn't face any professional repercussions. And you did speak on that on Wednesday, but now I want to ask you, since you've had a few days now, and that's sort of been the big takeaway, that what message does that send about domestic violence, that a president of a company would get away? And you're talking about repercussions in your personal life, but people are talking about repercussions in a professional life. Is there any thoughts that you have? Or
The only thing that matters is my personal life. What else is there?
Well, I think the people who are talking
what?
about it, the narrative, say that
Yeah.
there should be some professional consequence. For
Okay,
in
so what
addition
should it be?
No one seems to really have an opinion on that. They just.
I hear you.
So my final question is: had Endeavor came to you and said, "Hey, we do think that you should that we need you to step away for 30 days, 45 days, 6 months, whatever it was," what would your reaction have been to that? Had Endeavor asked that?
I told you I was going to leave in 2016 with the sale. Could have sat out during COVID. What should my punishment be?
Yeah. I guess.
And you say there's going to be repercussions in your personal life, but none in your professional life. But what matters other than my personal life?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Nothing matters except for my personal life. This is great. Love doing it. Don't have to do it.
Thank you.
Yep.
I've just got one last one. What's happening with Khamzat Chimaev? He says that he's been offered 4 fights in different countries and everything. Do we have a plan for Khamzat?
What's the question?
What's happening with Khamzat?
Yeah, I don't know. We're working on him. We're trying to figure him out right now. There's nothing to report on him right now. We got to figure that out. Good? Thank you, guys.
So I imagine this is kind of a weird moment for you, right? Your teammate just lost, so I'm sure you're a little upset, but we know you're fighting for the title against John Jones. So what's the emotions that you're feeling right now?
Yeah, big balance. Yeah. At first, I'm really sad. I'm really a little bit frustrated, but we knew that already. This guy is really hard to fight. He's not orthodox. You understand? And anyway, I'm still happy. Because we had a good news today, and let's go to see forward.
So how did this all happen? I mean, we saw like you tweet, looking for John Jones. So I mean, what was the timeline and how did this all come together?
I'm not sure.
Peut-être que où est John Jones et tout, et puis finalement la nouvelle, comment ça s'est passé?
But yes, we did it because the situation. Everybody knows the situation with Francis, John Jones. So okay, we're gonna wait. How long? How many times we're gonna wait? So hey guys, we are here. So that's why we did it, and I think it was a great decision because you see, 24 hours after, we got a great news. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
I mean, what are your initial thoughts of John Jones as a fighter? I mean, he wasn't in your division, but I mean, is it a guy that you watched coming up and saw his legacy?
Qu'est-ce que tu penses de John Jones? Tu l'as vu grandir, qu'est-ce que son héritage, qu'est-ce que tu en penses?
I'm really young in the MMA. Everybody know I started there a few years ago, and before that, I was really not in the MMA. So, and yes, when I started to watch this, of course, John Jones was one of my favorite fighters because, and more when I started really the MMA because I'm really fan of every sport in the MMA. And when you look at guys like John Jones with a well-rounded like this, you really appreciate. So that's why. And he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Look his career. So yes, today I'm a young fighter, and I think it's the dream of every young fighter fight against a GOAT. This is really crazy for me, really.
Is any part of you upset that you won't get to face Francis again?
Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose qui t'énerve que tu ne vas pas affronter Francis
No, I'm not like that. Maybe 3 days after the fight against Francis, after the loss, I look forward, I look to the future. I'm like that.
Last thing for me, I guess, what are your plans, right? You're in Vegas, you're going to fight in Vegas in a few weeks. Do you still go back to France and train? Do you stay here? What's the plan?
Yeah. I got a family, I got a wife, I got a daughter, so it's not possible to stay 2 months far to my family because I need it. And yes, all of my gym, all of my sparring partner, and because I have all in France in my gym. So yeah, we're going to go back tomorrow morning and straight to the camp.
So right, it's no secret the last few fights John has been very close, but even though they were a long time ago. Do you think he might have gotten bored at light heavyweight, knowing that he was maybe more talented than his opponents, and that's why he didn't perform like he used to do?
On sait que les derniers combats de Jones étaient un peu serrés comme décision. Est-ce que tu penses que c'est parce qu'il s'est ennuyé qu'il a décidé qu'il avait cette mauvaise performance?
No, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not in his situation. Maybe after a big career like that, maybe the feeling is look a little bit boring. Maybe I don't know. That's why maybe he jumped in the new division. I don't know. But even all of this guy stay a huge fighter. So and I'm really happy to be the first guy fighting in this division with John Jones. So, and I'm sure he's a great athlete. So for me, he's gonna still really well rounded in this division for sure.
Have you met him in person?
No, never.
How do you think his body will adjust to this new weight class? Do you think he'll be as fast, as strong, as quick as he was at light heavyweight?
Yeah, like I say, he's an athlete. He's a real athlete. When you see his family, all his brothers, he's an athlete. He is an athlete. So no worries for him. He's gonna be huge. No worries.
Over here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on getting the fight. My question would be, what problems do you think that you present to John Jones that Francis Ngannou was not going to bring up to John Jones?
Je suis pas sûr.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses que tu pourrais présenter comme problème à John Jones que Francis ne pourrait pas lui apporter comme problème?
I know I got a good footwork at first. I think I'm a little bit more well-rounded also. So I'm look like a little bit more than as John Jones. So yes, when you have a big guy just want to kill you with one punch, it's more easier for a guy well-rounded and smart like John Jones to manage the situation. But me, I'm not like that. I like to manage also some situation. So it's gonna be good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure.
Ciryl, what would you like to see Francis do? You guys have some history. Would you like to see him continue to fight MMA, or would you like to see him cross over and box?
I don't know. I'm not in his head. I don't know what is his plan. But I understand he want to move. He want to make some pressure on the UFC, Dana and Hunter. He post on Instagram some pictures with another organization, some stuff like that with a boxing game with Tyson Fury. So maybe he want to move. I don't know exactly, but it's not my war.
Were you surprised that he didn't re-sign with the UFC?
Yes, a little bit, because I know a little bit some stories, and I know the UFC do a lot of things for him, like a lot of people did already with this guy, and yes, I think it's not a good way to fix some situation with when at work. You understand? I think it's not a good bath. Anyway, this is not my war, but no, I'm not surprised. This is his decision.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Hey, Ciryl.
Yeah.
How heavy do you think Jones will come into the octagon as? How much of a weight advantage do you think you'll have on March 4th?
I don't know. Vas-y, dis.
Combien de fois est-ce que tu penses qu'il va être très lourd et quel avantage il aura avec le poids?
No, I think it's not going to be really bigger than me. I'm not sure about that. I think we're gonna an advantage. No, I'm a heavyweight already. He's going to be an heavyweight. I think he's not going to come with 265 pounds. So no, it's going to be okay.
With the prospective John Jones, Francis Ngannou fight, there was a lot of talk about legacy. Ngannou potentially the best heavyweight in UFC history if he won. John Jones, if he won, cementing his legacy as the overall MMA GOAT. What would a win over John Jones do for your legacy, do you think?
S'il y avait eu le combat entre John Jones et Francis, ils auraient confirmé leur héritage d'être les meilleurs combattants du monde. Peut-être Francis comme le meilleur et lui comme le meilleur. Toi aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce que tu penses que le combat entre vous va donner?
Yes, this is two really great fighters. But John Jones is a GOAT, and Francis did very well, and he won against me also, but it was really close. If you want my opinion, it was really close, and I think if we're going to do another fight together, it's possible I can win this guy. Yeah, of course, that's really possible, and I think every people think exactly the same like me. And yes, when you have a really technical guy and when you have a really big, strong, and dangerous guy like Francis, always you have a big fight. Always you have a big fight. But like I say, for your question, I'm really close about all of this guy. I'm really close. I'm not close, I'm here. You understand? You know what I mean?
Congrats on the fight.
Ciryl, you're known as someone who's very, very smart in the way you fight and your intelligence in the cage, but so is John Jones. Are you looking forward to testing yourself against someone who is as cerebral as you?
Tu es quelqu'un qui combat intelligemment. Est-ce que John Jones aussi est pareil? Est-ce que du coup tu es impatient de te tester contre quelqu'un qui est cérébral?
Yes, of course. It's not possible to not thinking about that. Like every time on my head, I got some visualization. I can imagine this fight like really smart fight, and I like that to play in the cage, play with my guy in the sparring in my gym. I love to play like that. Yeah, I love that.
Are you expecting him to look at the Francis fight with you and come out and just try to wrestle right away, or do you think he'll try and prove that he's as good as heavyweight as he was at 205 and he'll want to stand with you?
Est-ce que tu penses qu'il va venir directement lutter avec toi ou est-ce que tu penses qu'il va vouloir prouver qu'il est complet comme il était en poids lourd léger?
No, I think he's gonna stay well-rounded. I think I think he's not gonna prove something else. Yeah, I think he just want to win his fight against me. And I don't know what is a good way for win against me. Yes, because some people like to say my wrestling game is not good because of the fight of Francis with Francis. But this is not the truth. I was not focused on it. Just that. It was just that. I'm well-rounded too. So now I can imagine more like a fight. We're gonna stay on the feet, and maybe we're gonna try sometime to go down. Yeah.
What means more to you, winning the world title or beating the greatest fighter of all time?
This is a fucking great question. Both gonna help me to grow up my career, and both is really exciting. I had already this belt, this interim belt. It's gonna be an interim belt. You know, look at me. It's gonna be an interim belt.
No.
No, it's gonna be vacant. Okay, it's gonna be vacant. No, you see, I'm like that, my man. Don't laughing like that. But you know I'm like that. But okay, so no. That's a great question. Both, yeah, both. Because no, I never had this belt, and because fighting against a guy come like that is gonna be really crazy. So I don't have the good answer.
That was a good answer.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Sean, what do you think? Maybe training camps are kind of overrated and you could just kind of come in off the couch every time and do this?
You know, it was actually really fun just to go in there and fight. I got paid flat money just to go fight. Yeah, it was really fun. It was nice. It was nice, man. Bro, tell me you didn't see that Star Wars meme, though. A little bit, right? A little bit?
Did I see it? I was tagged in it like hundreds of thousands.
Are you married?
I am, yeah.
Oh, well, it don't fucking matter. You could be an ugly bastard if you're married. Don't matter. Your wife loves you. That's all that matters.
I think she does.
Yeah, you think she does.
Talk to me about your performance overall. I mean, how did it play out versus your expectations? I know you said you were probably a little worried about your cardio coming in.
So here's the thing, you guys. If I wanted to dance around and not get hit and just outpoint the man, I could have. But I was like, you know what? You fought like a bitch your last fight, and you did that, and you lost. So might as well fucking get some brain damage. You know, do a little man dance, and see what happens.
Did he have any surprises for you? I mean, was there anything that you didn't expect to see?
Nah, I mean, we all knew he just go throw big punches. You know, I mean, He shot on me a couple times. That was weird. Kind of took the coward's way out. I don't know if I respect that, but he is French.
Was there any part of you at all that was, I mean, it seemed pretty clear you won this fight, but was there any part of you all that was just a little
Oh,
nervous?
man, I was fucking scared shitless, you guys. These judges, man, they fucking, you don't know. Maybe I had a little blood on my face and they seen that and they fucking, who knows these things.
Last thing for me, I guess, is, I mean, what do you want to do now? I mean, obviously after this is a big one for you. I mean, do you need some time off and take that vacation, or do you want to try to parlay this into a big fight?
You know what, man? I got some brain damage this fight, and I welcome it. You know, it feels good to get hit in the head. I feel like I earned my fucking paycheck this time. Last time I didn't really get hit. This time I took some damage. So give me a few weeks. Let me collect the brain again, and then I'm a fucking dog, man. You point me in the direction, pay me fucking money, and tell me to bite, and I'll fucking do it.
You mentioned you got a flat fee, so no win bonus or anything?
No win bonus, dude, but they pay me good, you guys. They pay me more money than this white trash motherfucker should ever be making. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking yeah, they pay me fucking good. Let's go, McMahon, you fucking suave motherfucker. You out there wrestling crocodiles, having fucking threesomes. I don't know what the fuck you do, but you suave motherfucker. Let's go.
How did that negotiation go when they called you up?
Well, I'll fucking tell you, man. They called me and they're like, hey, Sean, we need you to do something. And I was like, Mick, I'm fucking fat. I've done nothing for like 4 weeks. I'm like 215, 216. I just don't know if this is a good fight coming off 2 L's. And Mick was like, Sean, here's the thing, dude. I like you. You're a fucking company guy. We'll pay you this. And I said, God damn it, Mick, I'm your fucking Huckleberry. You pay me that, I'll go fucking fight Francis.
So what do you do as soon as you get off the phone? What does a fighter do to prepare that has a couple days for his fight?
You know what dude, here's the thing about me. I was training, obviously I wasn't really training for a fight. I was just kind of coasting, giving my rounds up to guys that have fights. But since I was about 14, 15, I've been training every single day. I've never had a job. You know what I'm saying? I've slept in gyms. Like, I've been doing this every single day of my life since I was 14. I could take a week off. I'm not getting out of shape in a week. I know I look fat, I know you guys see me and you see the fat belly and you see the man chest hair and you see the fucking testosterone overflowing. Like, I got so much fucking testosterone. All you fucking beta males in this crowd, if you guys had a quart of it, dude, you guys would be fucking all night long. That's how much fucking testosterone I got. So when you have that level of fucking hair on your nuts, you could take a fight on any fucking notice.
Was that a Manscaped commercial there?
No, dude, I do got some hair on the nuts though, man. I gotta groom a little bit, you guys.
You strike me as someone who would think grooming was like beta male shit.
No, fucking, it's fucking, don't be a fucking man, embrace your hair. Hey, you see how that motherfucker looked at me at the weigh-ins? You guys see that shit? How hard was that? Fucking Frenchie. Too bad your fucking country doesn't look like everybody conquered him like that. Man, that was so fucking hard, you guys, the way he looked at me. Like, let me tell you guys something. If I was in the streets and a motherfucker looked at me like that, I would probably fucking shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I don't understand, dude. Like, when you look at a motherfucker in the eyes like that, what are you trying to say? Like, I want to fuck you? If I look at someone like that, usually I want to fuck them. Like, what are you trying to say? You trying to get in my head? Motherfucker, I will fucking kill you, metaphorically speaking. But like, when you look at me like that, I would fucking cartel you and your fucking family. You look at me like that, you motherfucker. So, not to get too off the beaten path, man, but I hate when motherfuckers do the stare down and they look at me like that. I fucking hate it. Like, it makes me so fucking angry, dude. Just makes me angry, guys. You ain't my fucking dad. Don't look at me like that.
Do you think do you just hate it because it's like, we're about to fight tomorrow, there's no need to fucking do this, like, let's just get it?
No, it's like a weird way of trying to intimidate me. It's like, motherfucker, I will kill you. Again, you guys, don't cancel me for this. This is a thought. This is a fucking thought. When a man looks at me like that, I will fucking kill you and your fucking family. You look at me like that, you motherfucker. So it's like, it's just like they look at you and it's like, what do you want me to do? You think it fucking scares me, bitch? Like, you think it fucking scares me? So what I try to do is I laugh and I joke it off. But you guys, I'm going to tell you, it gets me. It hurts me. As a man, I have feelings too. When you look at me like that, it hurts me. It fucking hurts me and it brings me to places I don't want to fucking be.
Was it nice fighting without a weight cut?
Oh yeah, it was great, man. It was great, dude. It was really fucking good, dude. It was really fucking nice. I'm just looking at the way and then the way that motherfucker looked at me. Let me tell you right now, at the weigh-ins, bro, you looking at me like you want to fuck me, and then what happens when he fucking fights? Where was he looking? He was back straddled this fucking cage, staring at the wall, and I'm standing there like, come on, motherfucker, look at me now, motherfucker, where you at? So I'm just saying, you guys, don't look hard. If you ain't hard, don't look hard. All right, sorry, guys.
Sean over here.
Well, which one, man? Let's go silver chain, man. I got you, dude. I give you enough shit. I got you. No, you get front of the line. Let's go.
I saw Eric Nixick wearing a big gold chain. Did you make fun of him?
Yeah, but Eric Nixick, he's a good-looking dude. He's married now, but I'm sure Eric Nixick is fucking slinging his dick around a lot. Like, that man, I'm sure that man had the good days. He's married now, faithful man, loves his wife, beautiful family. But I mean, you ain't Eric Nixick, bro. Come on now. You look like you're battling diabetes with you and your uncle after you just left the local fucking Olive Garden.
True.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. You're married, right?
Yeah.
See, look, you guys. Let me tell you something. You don't know what these guys look like. But all you single motherfuckers out there jerking off the anime, I'm gonna tell you right now. If these fucking people can go get married and find someone to love them, there's fucking hope for anybody. I'm proud of you guys. A lot of you guys might be incels, and you might hate women and get guns and want to do crazy shit, but you fucking didn't. You did the right fucking things. I'm proud of you motherfuckers. I'm proud of you guys.
You kind of threw Phil Haas under the bus during weigh-ins.
No, I like Phil Haas. I'm just salty because he unfollowed me when he fought Chris Curtis. I'm like such a nice motherfucker too. I hit Phil Haas up. I was like, man, good luck. You're fighting my buddy Chris Curtis. Mind you, I knew Curtis was gonna sodomize him, but I was like, you're fighting my buddy Chris Curtis. Like, all in all, we're fucking friends. And the motherfucker unfollows me. And yes, to set the record straight, there were coaches there. This is what happened when I sparred Phil Haas. I go, Phil Haas? Yeah, Kurt. I think Kurt might even have been there for that. Yeah, so Phil Haas, he's a middleweight, and I'm like, Phil, I want to see how hard that dick gets. Like you're in the UFC, like let's fucking bang a little bit. Let's do the fucking man dance. Let's fuck a little bit. And Phil Haas says, well, Sean, we're just training. Are you sure? Like, the whitest black man there ever fucking is, man. Like, I'm fucking, it's just like, come on, dude, you gotta be a little bit more aggressive. Anyway, so he's like, well, Kurt, why don't you come up here, man? Why don't you come up here? Come up here, Shield. I'm just fucking with you, Kurt. No, bro, you've heard Phil Haas talk. That man is like, anyway, so he's like, well, Sean, we're just training. Are you sure you want to spar hard? And I go, nah, Phil Haas, I want to get my dick in that. Let's see what we're fucking doing. And after like one round, he's just fucking gassed, fucking quitting on me. And I said, well, Phil Haas. And that's why when Kurt got that fight, I was like, Kurt, you're going to sodomize this man. Like, don't even trip, bro. Go have a good time. Get that dick wet. Like, have a good time.
And then finally, your teammate, Francis Ngannou, got released from the UFC. I just wanted your thoughts on that.
Well, here's the thing, man. I think it's a damn shame to see Francis go. He's fucking iconic in the UFC. I mean, he's probably one of the greatest heavyweights that we've ever had. It sucks he parted ways, but I hope that him and Tyson Fury fight for a lot of fucking money. That's the fight we deserve, Again, it sucks he left. I'd love to see him fight in the UFC, but, if Tyson Fury fucking sacks up, if the Gypsy King sacks up and takes that fight against Tyson or against Francis, I mean, that's go fuck yourself money. That's like I could fucking like piss in a golden toilet seat. I could do whatever the fuck I want. So it sucks he leaves, but if he could get that big money fight with Tyson, like hats off to you, Francis. Enjoy your go fuck yourself money.
Sean, right here. Was Chris talking trash to Ciryl Gane during the fight?
Yeah, I think Chris is talking trash to everybody. Chris, what were you saying to Ciryl Gane? Yeah, no, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. We'll go fucking meet that motherfucker in the parking lot right now. Fuck Ciryl Gane. Motherfucker, fuck. Is he Frenchie? Yeah, fuck him, dude. Nah, fuck that big dude. Hey, this ain't no honor here. We'll meet that motherfucker in the parking lot, kneecap his ass. No, motherfucker. We'll go kneecap him in the fucking parking lot. Fuck that guy. All right.
And did you bring up Stephan Bonner in your post-fight?
Yeah, you know what, man? I was a little harsh on the MMA community with Stephan Bonner, and this is just fucking real talk. I'm not talking about like fucking you guys right now. This is real talk. I make really good money in the UFC, and I make enough money in the UFC where when I transition in the UFC, I could leave the UFC and be fucking happy, and do whatever I want. But the old dogs of the sport, I mean, they were making fucking peanuts, man. They're making fucking peanuts. And these guys, again, they kind of paved the way for us. And they paved the way for us. And then, whenever you see them go through some shit, you see their gyms failing, like it fucking sucks to see these guys pave the way through us, and then we all kind of shit on them and turn our backs to them. You know, I'm no fucking better. Hell, I blocked Stephen Bonner, and I thought this man was crazy. I blocked him. But it just kind of remember that, you know, I don't really look at myself like a person. You know, I look at myself more like an animal. But a lot of fighters are fucking people, and after this career is done, if they don't luck out and make it like me or a lot of the guys, they're usually broke, man. They're usually broke with CT, and life sucks. So just kind of a reminder, you know, like there's life after this, so fucking get ready. Fuck sucks.
Shot over here.
All right. Oh, this guy wore a fucking suit, man. Why
What's
don't you
going
guys?
on?
Hey, why don't you guys dress up? Why aren't you wearing a fucking jacket?
Because I feel like then you'd make fun of me if I did.
That's true. That's true. Okay, continue,
Well,
suit man.
Thank you, sir. So congratulations on the
Is that a
win.
nice watch? What kind of watch is that?
This is an Invicta.
Oh, Invicta. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is it nice?
It's the cheaper version of Rolex.
Oh, let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. I like
So,
that shit.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. Congratulations to us that we get to continue to see you at these pressers.
Yeah, I know you guys fucking love it, man.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking-
man.
I don't think I've ever met you. Have I ever met you?
I don't think you have.
Yeah, I think I remember the white suit and the Rolex knockoff.
Pretty much, sir. So, obviously, you beat somebody on short notice that coming from a 3-fight win streak. Do you feel that the 5-round experience played a part in your victory and able to like break them down?
Yeah, you know, I mean, my cardio, again, I didn't really, I'm conditioned, you know, I'm fucking forged in iron every day. I'm in deep fucking water. When I train, I look for the biggest, baddest motherfucker and I try to break him. So that doesn't go away, but, you know, 5-round fights are just fun. It's a little bit more intimate. You get to know the guy better. You get to kind of see their soul, you know, it's nice. As the rounds progress, you could see what a motherfucker's made of. As you start smelling the blood on your gloves and you start feeling the fucking brain damage and the pain, like, you guys don't know this, but when you hit a motherfucker in the face, you could like see inside their fucking soul. You can see what the fuck they're made of. And that shit gets me off, you know? And again, he didn't break. Like I thought in the end, he fought in the end, but one of the greatest feelings in the fucking world is when you take another fucking human being and you break them and they're like, you could fuck me if you want to. And you know, the Frenchman, he fought till the very end, but like one of the greatest feelings in the fucking world is to take another human being and break their fucking soul.
Absolutely. And what is coming next?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This man's like, I do that in video games all the time. I tell these little fucking 8-year-olds to go fuck themselves 24/7. I get that. Rage
Fuck
quit
yeah.
these motherfuckers.
And what comes next for you? Who would you want to fight next?
You know, man, again, it would be fun to work up to a belt, but I'm a company man, you know. You know, I'm a highly paid fucking prostitute. I always say, man, you want to pay me, point me in the fucking direction, tell me to fucking buy it, I'll do it, UFC. You know, they fucking pay me well. I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm a fucking dog, and just fucking pay me and I'll fight. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you very much for roasting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you, man. You're a good-looking guy, bro. You're the only one that dress up these fucking losers.
I like your moves and your style, sir.
Yeah, I fucking go, man.
Do you even own a suit jacket?
No, man. I only have a suit for one reason: court, and I haven't been at court in a long time. It's funny. I actually stole my brother's suit for my first court date, and it was like a Hugo Boss suit. And my lawyer, I didn't own a fucking suit. My lawyer's like, man, you cannot wear that to court. You look so out of touch. I'm like, it's not even my fucking suit. It doesn't even fit me. So I had to go to Target and get some shitty suit. So note to self, you guys, when you're fighting a court case, and you're being attacked by the government, as it usually is. Don't overdress. Fucking free tip right there. Let's fucking go, you guys.